was supposed to be a regular luxury brand event in Seoul, a glamorous night filled with flashing cameras, designer gowns, and celebrity appearances. But no one, not even the sharpest paparazzi, was prepared for what Song Hye Kyo did just 10 minutes into walking the red carpet. The actress, renowned for her elegance and reserved demeanor, stepped onto the carpet in a breathtaking white silk dress. But the real shocker, on her left ring finger gleamed a diamond so stunning, fans didn't even notice her outfit at first. A murmur spread through the crowd. "Is that what I think it is? That's an engagement ring. Wait, is that from Lee Min-ho?" Photographers went wild, zooming in on her hand as she intentionally waved, smiled, and subtly lifted her hand as if to catch the light. She wasn't hiding it anymore. In fact, she was showing it off. And just hours later, the internet broke when her agency confirmed the speculation. Yes, the ring Song Hye Kyo wore tonight was a gift from Lee Min-ho. "We respect their private lives, but we support their happiness." Now, fans were convinced this wasn't just an engagement ring. This was a silent promise, a declaration, an answer to weeks, if not months, of emotional chaos surrounding the love triangle between Song Hye Kyo, Lee Min-ho, and Song Joong Ki. But the plot thickened. Just 2 days before the red carpet reveal, sources close to Lee Min-ho had revealed he had commissioned a custom ring from a private jeweler in Paris. A rare diamond set in platinum, with the initials, LH, engraved inside. The jeweler even posted a cryptic message on Instagram before deleting it, "A ring fit for an eternal muse. Hand it over to the one who'll wear it forever." Song Joong Ki, on the other hand, had been silent. Rumors spread that he had reached out to Song Hye Kyo one last time after her Milan trip, but was met with silence. That silence now made sense, because Song Hye Kyo had made her choice, and she made it public. In a now viral video from the red carpet, a reporter asked her directly, "What does that ring mean?" Hye Kyo, smiling with a peaceful glow, looked straight into the camera and replied, "It means I stopped running from my heart." The crowd gasped. Fans wept. That one line silenced every doubt. Suddenly, fan accounts started piecing the clues together. A heart-shaped bouquet Lee Min-ho sent to her drama set weeks ago. The matching bracelets they wore secretly at an airport in Tokyo. The mysterious dinner reservation in Paris under the name, Future Mr. and Mrs. Everything made sense now. This wasn't just a relationship, it was a quiet, carefully nurtured love that had finally found its voice. And the ring, it wasn't just jewelry, it was proof. Song Hye Kyo had stopped hiding. Lee Min-ho had made his intentions clear, and the world couldn't get enough. Back at his private residence in Tokyo, Song Joong Ki sat alone, eyes fixed on the television screen. He hadn't expected to see her, not like this, not publicly, and not wearing his rival's ring. The screen zoomed in again on her smiling face, her hand lifted, the glimmer of the diamond almost too bright to bear. His breath caught. "It means I stopped running from my heart." Those words echoed through the room like thunder. He grabbed the remote to turn the volume down but stopped midway. It was too late. Her voice had already pierced the silence of his living room, and shattered what little hope remained. He had known, deep down. He had always known, but denial is a seductive thing. For weeks, he had convinced himself that her closeness to Lee Min-ho was just a rumor, that their public appearances were for a CF deal, and that her silence was just a phase. But the ring changed everything. Joong Ki stood up and began pacing. His hands trembled slightly, his breath ragged. "She chose him," he whispered to himself. He remembered their last conversation, the phone call that ended with her saying, "I hope you find peace." He thought that was a door left slightly ajar. Now, he realized it was her way of closing it, gently. As the photos flooded the internet, Song Joong Ki couldn't escape them. Every social media platform, every fan page, every news outlet screamed the same thing: Hye Kyo and Min-ho are official. Ring reveal, Lee Min-ho's proposal confirmed. He scrolled through a comment section. Finally, Hye Kyo found someone who really loves her. Lee Min-ho treats her like a queen. Look at that ring. Joong Ki must be punching the air right now. And then he saw the fan edit, a split-screen image of Hye Kyo, wearing the ring next to an old picture of them holding hands in Paris. The caption read, "From then to never." He shut his phone off and collapsed onto the couch. Back in Seoul, Lee Min-ho was already planning their next step, a private getaway. Just the two of them, somewhere remote, quiet, away from the noise. His friends said they had never seen him so sure, so at peace, so in love. Meanwhile, Song Hye Kyo had one more surprise up her sleeve. In a private interview filmed just hours after the red carpet event, but not yet released, she reportedly opened up about what led to her decision. A teaser had already leaked. "Sometimes, the heart knows what it wants. I spent so long trying to please others, trying to be perfect. But with him, Lee Min-ho, I don't have to be perfect. I just have to be real." And just like that, the internet braced itself for the next emotional wave. She was never his to keep. He had loved her in a way that once made the world believe in fairy tales. But now, she had found her forever, and the ring was proof. As the world moved on to celebrate this newfound love story, Joong Ki remained behind, holding on to memories. Memories that no longer had a future. The photos had already gone viral, but what the public didn't know was that the ring Song Hye Kyo wore wasn't just a symbol of love, it was a decision that tore through 3 hearts and shook the entire entertainment world behind the scenes. That same night, after the reveal, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo returned to their hotel suite in Rome. The city lights flickered outside the balcony, but neither of them spoke for a moment. The weight of the day was finally settling in. Min-ho broke the silence, walking over to her with gentle eyes. Hye Kyo turned to face him, her hands subconsciously brushing the ring. "It was time. The world deserves to know that this is real." Hye Kyo's face dropped. She looked down, suddenly feeling that familiar ache in her chest. "I didn't want to hurt anyone, but I can't live in guilt anymore." Meanwhile, back in Seoul, Song Joong Ki received a call from someone he hadn't heard from in a long time, Kim Go-yoon, his former co-star and a close friend of Hye Kyo. She had seen how broken he was, and now, she wanted to help him accept the truth. "You have to let her go, Joong Ki. She's happy now. Holding on will only hurt you more." His voice cracked on the other end of the line, but the truth was undeniable now. Even his own fans had started turning their support toward Hye Kyo and Min-ho, sharing emotional edits, writing letters of congratulations. And then it happened. An anonymous insider leaked a private voice message that Joong Ki had allegedly recorded for Hye Kyo weeks before the ring reveal. The clip was raw, emotional, and filled with regret. "If I could turn back time, I'd choose you every time. I'd fight harder. I wouldn't walk away. But if he makes you smile again, then I'll let go." The message spread like wildfire. Fans were stunned. Some cried, some called it closure, others begged Hye Kyo to acknowledge the message. But she remained silent, until now. 3 days later, she posted a single photo on her social media. It was a close-up of her hand, holding Min-ho's. The ring sparkled under soft morning light. The caption was simple, "Peace." At last, the internet erupted. In the days that followed, reporters tried to reach Joong Ki for a statement. He declined every interview, every press inquiry. But an insider revealed he had taken a break from the industry and flown to Switzerland, alone. Hye Kyo, on the other hand, began preparing for her next film, a romantic drama ironically titled, "The First Time I Loved." Min-ho was said to be producing it quietly in the background. Their love story had now become part of history, celebrated by millions, debated by some, and felt deeply by those who had followed their journey for years. And Joong Ki, do you think he will give up on her just like that? Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for exciting updates on your favorite celebrities.